Hello friends, welcome to Shiloh's indoor garden videos. Today's video is about this beautiful Monstera. I'm going to talk about transplanting it, repotting it, propagating, soil lighting and all that. So let's get started. When I bought it 2 years ago, it had leaves just like that. Just started getting these beautiful pattern, I think adult leaves I can say, I guess. Lots and lots of new growth, and this is the new leaf. It's very fragile, very soft. Look at this. What I noticed is that the plant has to be at least 2 years old. That's what I saw on this. That's how I'm saying. I'm not sure about it, but that's what I think. To start getting this beautiful pattern or leaves with holes in them. Just so you know friends, I've recorded this video over a period of 4 months, and that's why you might notice changes in lighting and also my voice for each subject. Also, I have decided to take this bit of the video because it turned out so beautiful, so I will use this to have any discussions or talk about topics. Transplanting this Monstera to a next level of the pot. I'm pretty sure it's root bound. It likes the spot it's sitting. I had this for 2.5, almost 3 years, not 3 years fully, but almost there, like 2 years and 9 months or so. And I do see there's a lot of baby plants in here. I could separate if I wanted to. I will see how it looks when I pull it out of the pot. But for now, it is sitting in a 6-inch pot. I'm moving it to a 10-inch terracotta pot. This is in the plastic pot in this decorative pot out there, but then this is, I see a lot of new growth coming up. Just wanted to repot this because it's been over a year that I repotted this, more than a year actually. So what I have here is 50% garden potting mix, not garden, the potting mix for indoor potting mix, Miracle Grow. Then I have 20% peat moss in there because I know it takes a lot of water because of the size of the pot, sorry, the plant it is. And in this I also added a 10% sand and some pebbles in here. I also added like a spoon of, like a teaspoon of 10-10-10 fertilizer, the slow release fertilizer. I added a half teaspoon to 3/4 teaspoon of bone meal. What else? Yep, that's all I added, and I'm going to plant this into this. So I just put 1/4 of the pot with this same. I just moistened it. You see, that's how you should have the soil when you're repotting it. You don't want to add too dry because it will leave a lot of air pockets then. So I just moistened it. It's not too wet, it's not soggy, it's just wet, so I can just hold it like that. So that's how moist you want to have it. So let's take a break here and talk about lighting. My plant sits on the east side window and gets 5 to 6 hours of daylight. That's just the morning light. This plant likes to be in bright to medium light, so it can be good in north or east window. Okay, so let's pull this out of this pot and I'll show you what the roots look like. Here friends, I was supposed to repot this long back. You see the root bound, how tight they are. They look very healthy though, nothing is damaged, so I will not disturb these root system a lot. it's trying to form a circle at the base. If you see that, it's all the way in the bottom, so I think it's the right time to transplant it. Now is the time if I want to propagate this, but I'll see if I want to. If I would propagate this, I would just take a knife and cut it through. I would lose some leaves because I'll be cutting off some roots that way, but there's quite a lot of plants I can make out of this. So I placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then in the middle there might be at least 4 or 5, so at least 15 plants I can get out of this one. I already have over 120 plants in the house, so I don't want to add 15 more to it. It's a lot of work. Just leave it in here for now. So I will just clean up if there's anything. I see this is due to humidity. It's starting to show the signs. Otherwise I'm going to repot this now. I will just loosen up the roots here, but they're so root bound I don't want to disturb them too much, so let me. Oopsie. This is the scissors that was broken, so I use this to use it as a pick, or I don't want to touch a lot of them because it's really, there's no room for me for the soil in here, so I don't want to disturb the roots. Maybe just at the bottom I can a little bit, just to give the roots a little, I unbound them and then leave it so that they can get through the new soil that they're going to get into now. So this is where I will put it in. Look at the size of the pot. So it's about 1.5 to 2 inches around. I'm taking a ceramic pot so that it will be bottom heavy, because this plant is big and heavy with big leaves, so it's going to tilt over. So if you have a ceramic pot, that will keep it heavy and steady down. So now I'm going to fill up this space. I don't know if you can see it. The space here with the soil. All I do is take it, and I'll need 2 hands to do that there. Pour it in there. Just fill it up all around. Get a better view like this. So I'll be making sure the soil fills up all the gaps here. Shake the pot. Might have to use both hands here. Let me do that and show you what it is next. So here, friends, I have repotted it, filled up with soil all around, made sure it's all even, and then I started pouring water. I want to water thoroughly so that all the air pockets will be filled up with water and then covered with soil. And once all this water is soaked down in, I will pour water again. So that's how the water should run out as soon as you start watering, like in about 2 or 3 minutes, not more than that. That means it's the perfect soil. I did not disturb any root system, so it should not be in shock either. It should like the new pot. I put it in the east side window here. It just sits there. I'll place it back in its place and I'll show you. Here, friends, this is where it will sit. So talking about propagating this plant, 2 methods. One is separation, that is 100% successful, and the second method is leaf propagation, which I have not tried. We'll try it and update the video eventually. So let's see how we can propagate this plant. So here, friends, I just used this knife, just cut it like I was cutting a cake. I started from down going up, just putting it in here, making sure I'm not hitting any roots, and then going down. So I separated them. I had to cut off some of the roots here. I'll show you which ones. You see this you see this root here. So it's from that plant that's down there. So it's from that plant down there, it's all the way connected to this plant here. So in order to separate these two, I will use the scissors like I'm cutting off an umbilical cord, baby's and mother's connection. So that's how I got to, oops, okay, well, hopefully you saw that. That's how I got them separated. So I'll have to do that depending on if I want to have this whole bunch as one plant. I still have that down there. There. Come on. So this whole bunch will be one plant. I'll leave it like that. So that's how I'm going to separate them now. See, this is connected in here, so I'll find the root that is connected to and snip that off. I think I found it. Yeah. So that'll be one. So let me see how many babies I will get out of this. Just guessing some 10 at least. So let me do that and get back to you. Here friends, I have separated them. I could separate them more, but this one has 3 in here. I'm going to keep this as the mother plant. So I'm going to put this back in this pot here. 16, 17 plants. So let me put 2 each. So it's not alone. Some of them are 3. Some of them are 2. So I keep the big ones as 2 and smaller ones I put them as 3. I'm going to put these 2 babies along with the mother in here. So I'll have 5 and then rest of them will be for separation. All I need to do is to water them now. Okay, so that's what it is. And you see they are all leaning over. That's because, like I said earlier, they're in shock. So I don't like seeing them leaning over like that. So I'm going to put a stake in here and then tie them up until they start standing up on their own. It might take a couple of days or weeks. Let me show you that. So here, friends, this is what I did. I put a stake in the center, then I used a jute rope to tie it up lightly. I did not push it too hard, just so that they stay up and not lean over. And I will know when they stand up straight, like in a couple of days or weeks. Some take longer to get out of the shock, and that's when I will take out the stake, or I might as well leave it, or if I want it to look pretty, I'll take it out. So let's talk about pests now. This is not prone to much diseases. If you have any white flies, might attack it. But other than that, I have not seen any pests on this. It should be easy to find and clean them up. That's all for today, friends. Thank you for visiting Shailus' garden. Please do comment, share and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.